That music can only mean one thing. And it's time for Metaphysical Meanderings right here on 21.6 The Net with Master Psychic Lana Duncan-Hartgraves. Welcome in.
Hey, how's it going?
It's going good.
We were having a really good conversation a little while ago, weren't we?
In the green room.
Yes, we were in the green room having a great conversation. Yeah. So I'm going to start doing things differently. So everybody knows. So here's my thing for you. All right. If you are listening, and I have several thousand people listening, if you could say hi to me or something at the end of the end of the show, I'm going to pick one person. You're going to get free reading.
Hey.
So somebody comment, concern, question, because I will give you one question, and sometimes people like just one quick question at the end, which I'm still going to do.
Yeah.
But I think that I get more interaction going.
Yeah. So the last 15 minutes. But if you have a question throughout the show, go ahead. Feel free to shoot it.
Shoot me something. Say, hi, this is so-and-so from so-and-so. That way, and I'm just going to randomly pick somebody. I won't play favorites. I promise. Okay. So, we were sitting here talking, and if you remember me from last week, I predicted the Biden potential win yet. It's potential,
Correct.
But I did predict and didn't I say by the skin of his teeth?
Yeah.
There, by the skin of his teeth. I'm not passing judgment. I'm not telling Trumpers. I'm not none of it. I'm just saying that was what I was told.
Yeah. And
I really say we're going forward, and there's a time of healing coming. So that's the United States. It's just let it ride. I'm not supposed to be political, so I'm not gonna, but there's a lot of good stuff happening, you guys. You guys have to believe me, because that's not coming from me. That's channeled by somebody who died in the Civil War. So, because it's one of my friend's great grandfathers.
Wow.
So, and he told me he kept saying something about Pennsylvania. And when I was channeling, I go, Pennsylvania, okay. And I kept asking her, do you have family there? He was trying to say that Pennsylvania would be one of the deciding votes. I think is what he was saying. So, and if you look last week, you'll see my predictions that I was accurate. But anyway, so now I do cusp readings, and next weekend, tune in. We're gonna do a past life regression live.
Yes.
For somebody, so you can see what they're like. Okay, so that'll be fun. So tune in next week. Anyway, I'm a cusp reader, and that's basically when I do my tarot cards, I do my readings, I had to break it down. I can do a general read for everybody, but I decided to break it down by zodiac sign, because the more I get into the zodiac stuff, the more I'm like, oh my God, this stuff is real. Now I picked out what you were. Remember,
That's right.
Told you, I can, when I talk to people, I can tell them what they are. And they're like, how'd you do that? I said, because you behave that way. Now, 5 years ago, I was the biggest skeptic. I would have been like, I don't think, I guess there's some truth to it. It's a little pseudoscience-y for me. But the more you get into it, the more you're realizing, like Mercury in retrograde,
yeah,
we know that that's true. I mean, there is no doubt that Mercury in retrograde is a true thing.
And we're out of it now.
Thank God. Tell me about it, because I don't know if you guys were watching me last week, but I had lots of technical problems. It was just and the
crazy.
One week before that was the same thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think we got it ironed out now, though.
Yeah, I think we're okay.
Yeah.
I think we're okay now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about cusps. And now here's an interesting thing. Now I learned from you guys. You guys have to, how long you been reading? Sharon, 25 years. Hi, Sharon. There's, when it comes to cusps and things, now 3,000 years ago, the planets were in a slightly different orbit and stuff like that, things like that. So I'm trying to explain this simply. Anyway, now that it's been 3,000 years, a lot of people say that a lot of people are cusps because the zodiac signs have slightly changed. Huh. So that's why so many people are finding these cusp readings accurate for themselves. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you about them, because I'm a cusp. And if you are a cusp, you understand very well that you're not like other people, because you're both at the same time. You're a dichotomy. Mm-hmm. You're like, I'm a Sagicorn. I'm a Sagittarius and a Capricorn. They're such different people, but they kind of mesh together. Now, listen, because this gets better. Because I'm going to tell you about all 12 of them. If I don't get to them, I'll finish it next week. Okay. So like the first one I'm doing is Sagicorn. It's a Sagittarius Capricorn. It's from the 18th to the 24th. Now, not all of them are the 18th to the 24th. Some are the 16th to the 22nd. It all depends. Now, it's called the cusp of prophecy. I'm also a Pisces moon. I am in my chart meant to be a psychic. And what's really interesting is I have another woman I met, and she lives in England, and she has my name, Lana Duncan. She's born on my birthday 10 years earlier. And she comes to ask me one day, she goes, "Are you a psychic?" And I go, "Yeah." She goes, "Me too." Don't tell me that there wasn't. I think that was just bizarre. We're both practicing psychics with the same name, same birthday. But that's also numerology. I will get to that at some point too, because numerology is fascinating too. It'll shock you too. Okay. So here's the thing. If you are around this birth date, now, even if it's 16th or 17th, or before it's the 18th, you may have this energy. So that you know. So if you're born on Christmas or even a day after, you may have this cusp ability or talent. Okay. So what's Ted? It's good morning.
Yep.
Hi, Ted. So people who are I call them Sagicorns. So, okay, you're a visionary. Like, you have a higher purpose that you know that you're supposed to be doing. And I have to admit, because a lot of these are good things, but some of these are negative too. Like, you're very, very strong-willed. Me? No, never. No, nah. I'm really stubborn, you guys. I'm just really stubborn. And I'm very, very strong-willed. I'm like a bull. And I do have, by the way, some Taurus North Node, which makes me that way. So, okay. Oh, wait, Ruth says she's a Sagittarian with a Pisces moon too. Ruth, you have to be a psychic. Ruth, you have to be. There's no way you can't be, because the Pisces moon offsets the Sag, by the way. Okay. Okay. And now this is literally what the good things are, that they're good. The positives, you're automatically psychic. It says it right. If you want to look any of this up, I invite you to astrology.com. It was explaining some of it. I'm thinking I might start, I don't know what you think, Kent, but I'm thinking about maybe starting to do some transcripts from my shows.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, I lost it.
Stay with it.
Okay, no. I lost the computer went dead.
Oh, well.
Well, hold on here.
Plug her in.
Here.
There's outlet right to your left.
I don't have my plug in. You've got to be kidding. I know I packed it. Oh, it's here.
There it is. We're good. Hey,
I gotta get you guys back on here. So sorry, I got a new computer, and this.
It doesn't hold the battery charge very well.
They don't hold any battery charge at all. They're just really bad, because I just charged this fully last night, and it's already dead. So hold on, you guys.
We're coming.
See, here we go again. There
it is.
There it goes. Hold on.
Gorgeous.
So anyway, I'm going to get on with this on B16 the net, and then I'm going to come back on here. If I can get it to turn on. And so the Sagittarius people, it doesn't want to turn on. There's something wrong.
Yeah, give it a second. It should boot back up.
It doesn't want to.
I'll play with it. You keep talking.
Okay. Thank you. So sorry. Technology, Anyway, so cusp of prophecies. There it comes. Okay, thank you. And I'll go live with you guys in a second. So just be patient with me. I'm sorry. I apologize. I didn't know it was going to go dead. It didn't tell me, because it usually it'll flash on there. It's going dead. Yeah. The new computers, I'm not going to say anything about a certain kind of a symbol that looks like a fruit that they are made like garbage. I'm sorry. The one I've got now is garbage.
Yeah.
This
is not a good one.
It's not a good computer. Sure. I've had a lot of problems with it. It'll update in the middle of the day. I'll lose everything I'm working on. Yeah, isn't it? Yeah. Anyway, so people who are cusps are the cusp of prophecy. So the cusp of prophecy, you're automatically psychic. You're automatically. It comes with the territory of being that cusp.
Regardless of what cusp you are. So
this cusp. This cusp is the 18th. You'll hear some of these cusps and you'll laugh, because they're very accurate.
Of November?
This is of December 19th. Okay. Or December 18th. Hold on. And there's always this technology stuff.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. From December 18th to December 24th. So I'm sorry if I didn't tell you that, but that's what the first one I just chose, because that's mine.
Right.
So, okay. Here, I'm going to go live again onto YouTube. So hold on, you guys. I'm
Oh yeah, she's getting there. Yeah.
Restore the page. There we
you
go. Hopefully, we might have to go live again, and I have to go back and stream it. So hold on here. Oh, yep. Edit. Okay, live. It's going live.
That's the joy of live radio. It's the joy of
yeah,
being
it's true.
live
It is true.
on
Oh, see, I lost
YouTube.
Yeah, I lost it. So hold on.
Yeah.
It's trying to play, and
They'll
I don't
come
want to
back.
do that. Can you try to get me on here live again, please?
I can.
Thank you. Public, edit my stream. I don't want to edit my stream. I'm gonna go live again. So let's do that. Okay, I'm gonna do that. I can't believe this. I can't believe it. I'm just gonna, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna have to get out and go back in. I had no idea, you guys. So I'm wasting time, but that's okay. Sorry.
Speaking of the cusp.
Yeah, yeah. Well, one of them's techie. That's an
Yeah.
interesting. That's a very interesting one. So, okay, go live. So hold on, I'm coming back. There's 4 people waiting for me. I'm just live, just waiting for me again. Okay, why is this doing? It says schedule a stream.
You don't want to schedule a stream.
No, I don't. I don't understand. Okay, I can't do this while I can't do both things.
Let me see if I can do it.
I can't do both. It's too much.
All right, you talk to the people on the radio.
Okay.
Let me see if I can.
All right, so people the people that are Sag and cusps, it are strong-willed, psychic, born for success. They should be good in business. They should have something where they're really good at it. Like, and being a Capricorn means that you're probably a business person. All right. Still have you on Facebook, it says though. So that's okay. Okay. All right, good. Thank you. Yeah, it bothers me. I'm sorry. It makes me mad because I thought we had this, but it's okay. We're trying to mesh everything together. By the way, you guys, that's what the problem is. We're on 3 separate things, trying to become one. So now, here's that cusp of prophecy thing. Okay, you're all right. Thank you. And okay, thank you. There we go. I am sorry, you guys. Go live. Sorry. I'm sorry that I lost you. It was my fault. I should have known the battery does suck.
We were in a deep conversation.
Yes, we were in a deep conversation. I'm so sorry. So hopefully we'll get my people back. Sorry, you guys. So this is some of the other things that with this cusp. Now, are you this cusp, or do you know somebody? And I'm saying from the 18th to 24th, but I'm talking about all the way back to the 16th or so, all the way to about the 26th. So that's like 2 weeks in there where some people are just, it could be you. So you can figure this out for yourself. Okay. So, all right. So born for success, combination of inspiration and sensibility. Even though I'm this fun-loving Sag, everybody puts me in charge of everything. So it's part of being a cusp, Sure. Plus, I'm a Capricorn rising. So, and it's just, and it's an earth sign. So an earth sign is usually good with money, by the way. They just are. Practicality to turn dreams into reality. That is what the cusp of prophecy is. So, I noticed that I appear lucky. People always say, you're so lucky. I'm like, no, I think I'm manifesting it somehow. Sure. And if anybody knows how I ended up with this show, tell me that there was something in a bigger picture. Much bigger. If you just, one day I've told you before, I'll tell you again, because it's just crazy the way it happened. So, okay. So, the other thing about the people who are cusps of prophecy, and that's around Christmas time. That means as your birthday around Christmas time, you're tenacious. I am so tenacious. I can't stop. I'm like an Energizer bunny. Anybody that knows me, I can't. I do 18 things at once, and I juggle and juggle. I had somebody tell me, it kind of hurt my feelings, but then I thought, you're probably right. Well, you appear so scattered, and it was a boss, and I was like, I'm scattered. And then I said, or is it that I am juggling so many things that it overwhelms you? That's what I said to him. And she got really crazy, kind of looked at me funny. And I go, I'm just asking. And you know what I'm saying? I think she was surprised by my response. Sure. So, because I do, I've done this my whole life. And it is a Sagittarius thing, you guys. Sagittariuses do appear scattered at times because there's so many things going on because they're a fire sign. So they just are juggling and they're 18 different things going on. And I love it all. I'm okay with it. I enjoy having lots to do.
Yeah.
I have a very high energy. You can tell I have a very high energy. I'm just always moving. So anyway, tons of stamina. That's the cusp of prophecy, which I'm a 19th of December. So loyal, caring, social, great teachers and leaders. And that's,
there you go.
yeah, and I'm a teacher. And I guess I'm a leader. I guess this is sort of like
Now,
that.
is there a cusp for every sign?
Yes,
Mhm.
yes. So I'm going to get to all of them. So if I don't get because of our little problem, we'll just
one day
it'll all be working perfectly. Hey, I've only been on here 4 months, and you guys, I've got over 100,000 people added already.
That's
so
awesome.
People are listening. So
that's awesome.
Okay, so here's your negative stuff. You have a really short temper. I have no temper. Okay, is my husband on here? Because I do have it. And with me, it's very quick. Kizzy, water, fire, cusp. Yep. Morning all. Yeah, thank you. I'm going to say it again. If you guys get on here and you're listening to me and watching me, get on here. Make a something. Hi, how's everybody doing? I'm going to pick somebody that's going to get a free reading. Well, last weekend, I don't know if you remember, if you watched me last weekend on my Halloween show, I had to tell somebody something privately.
Yep.
And she called me right away and I did her reading for her because I really needed, there's some things that I don't feel comfortable saying in public.
Sure.
And she had asked me about somebody and I had information that I knew I was right.
Yep.
And I won't do that because one, I feel like there's libel going on, or not slander. Sorry, not libel. That's written. But and two,
some things are meant for the person.
I don't feel comfortable. Like they get some of these people in a gallery where there's 100 people and you're reading for them.
Yeah.
I don't like that because some of it's so private and personal that it really bothers me. So I would rather have you like one-on-one and you can do a Google Meet or something like that.
And of course, if you're too shy to say hello or do something here, you can visit her at www.enchantedsky.com.
Yep. Did I tell you that I bought all the domains around me? So that way people can't, because somebody was trying to get some of my business recently and I caught them. So they were posing as me a little bit. So anyway, so now this is something else that's bad for negative for us cuspers on this. Yes, my husband says working. Okay. He said he knows he's listening because he knows I have a short temper. But I'm also very forgiving. And when I'm done with being mad, I'm done. I move on. Yeah. I like explode. And then I'm done. So anyway, you're too intense. That's one of the negatives of being in this cusp. So if your birthday's around Christmas, you probably are just like I'm saying to you, or somebody who has birthdays, because this is actually December is one of the most common, but I believe it's September is the most common. So, well, think about it. That's around January 1st, So think about, that's 9 months. So 10, you know what I'm saying? Anyway,
do
the math. They lack patience, and that is something I have no patience. I always say that patience is the last virtue that you have to learn in all your lifetimes. If you can learn patience, you don't have to come back anymore because patience is the hardest to learn. Okay. So they're very blunt. Oh, I am extremely blunt. I think sometimes I offend people and I don't mean anything by it, but I really feel like they need to know where I stand and they need to know that what I say is true. I don't mince my words. I don't have time. And but when I say something, I mean it.
Yeah.
And when I give you my word, you can bet that if I say I'm going to be somewhere at a certain time, you better depend that I will be there. Unless, I have a car accident or something stupid. Right. But I mean, I live by that. That is my creed. That is my morals and just the way I am. And it's part of this cusp of prophecy. People, you need to trust me. Do you know what I'm saying? And I really understand that. So, okay. We're also moody. My husband out here going, yeah, you're right.
No.
Kizzy says, so grateful for your cusp readings because people have been following me a year and a half. So it's given me about a year and a half to prove I'm right,
Mhm.
that I'm accurate. I'm not perfect, but if you look back on my Facebook, I pride myself in being very accurate because I'm just channeling you guys. I'm just talking to other beings from the other side a lot of times. And I just repeat what they say to me. I had people just screaming at me because I said Biden was going to win. And I'm like, I'm just repeating it. I'm not taking sides or trying to take sides. I'm just saying this is what's going on. So, okay. If you don't have patience, you grow old faster. Yeah, be quiet. That's my husband. It's my husband. Hey, I look half your age. When we were first married, he looked really like a boy, and they would say he was my son because he looked so young. Now you look old because you're all gray. So anyway, so back to this. Capricorn, Aquarius. Okay, that's our next cusp. Now I have a daughter. That's like one of these. I know a lot of people. January seems a very common birth date too. There's just certain ones that are much more common than others. If you look at, there's a pattern. Anyway, this is from January 16th to the 22nd. Okay, and this is the cusp of mystery and imagination.
Ooh.
Age of Aquarius, guys. Okay, so you're very good at juggling both your private and your personal life. Or your, excuse me, I said that. My public and your private life, sorry. Okay, so you can keep them separate. Where, like mine, I get all upset. And
You wear it on your sleeve.
I used to not be this way. As the older I've gotten, the less it's harder and harder for me. But I think I'm burning out. I think that's what's going. We were just talking about that. Anyway, but they're very good at the juggling. They can put, this is my private life. I don't bring it. I don't say it in public.
There you go.
I go to work. You don't hear about my private life because I'm able to separate myself. They're very good at this. Okay. They have a very high creative streak because they're Aquarius. Aquariuses are very, very creative. Okay. They're idealist with a touch of realism. Think about that. They're an idealist with a touch of realism. So they keep it real, even though their heads are in the clouds and they got all these ideas and they still have it. They still are grounded enough to not go off on a tangent. And so it's a nice balance. And that's what cusps are. They're balancing because two zodiac signs coming together, they're almost dichotomies, like I said. So there's two things going on, but there's a balance that's going on. So, okay. Cusp of prophecy in the house. Ooh, 24th with an X in both palms. Yes, I know what that means, Mark. Awesome. If you have an X, they always say if you have an X that you're a psychic. That if you've got the X in the palms.
Oh, I do.
Yep. You have ability.
Right there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I have my X is like weird. I get you though. That's a whole nother thing because I have a friend that reads palms and I've learned a lot about palms, palm reading. So that's another show. See, I can do these shows forever. I can do this forever. Okay. So
you ever read a palm and go, you really just need to wash your hands?
Well, with COVID, yeah. So anyway, now the people that are the Caprius. I always put the word together. Caprius. I don't know. Anyway, tell me if you guys come up with a better name. Anyway, all right. You're excellent communicators. Like you can, I feel like, and you're very, very comfortable with it. Saying, I feel like they're just good at that.
Yeah.
Okay. Aquarius in my son. I CB as a Cap Aquarius. There we go. Cancer, Leo, Moon. Cool. All right. Hi, Daniel. So here's some things that are very, very hardworking. Now, my daughter, and I always think my oldest daughter is the 18th of January. And I always think of her when I think of this cusp, because when I'm reading, I'm like, I know what's happening in her life. I know because she calls me 15 times a day. So I'm close with my kids. Usually very successful people. Because remember, they've got that Capricorn in there. And Capricorn are very business-like, very successful, very money-oriented, where money flows to them freely. So they're usually very successful. Now, here's an interesting thing. They're usually the life of the party. They usually are outgoing, vivacious, have big dreams, okay? They're big dreamers. It's and they're using their creativity for it. So if your birthday is near the 16th to the 22nd, you may have all these qualities, and you might have energy from it. Okay. Yep, we dream big, Mark says. Yep. Now, here's your negativity. Now, I don't like negativity, but I'm going to be honest, because some of them are humorous because it's like your fault. And you're like, oh yeah, that's me. I admit it. Okay. You're overly critical of others. Okay. You have a big mouth. Now, my oldest daughter, I'm sorry, she knows she has a big mouth, because I do too. I can have a big mouth at times too. But she can have, I've had to tell her, hey, stop, or you shouldn't have said that. I mean, even though I'm blunt, she's even worse, but she's a cusp too. So we kind of laugh at it, you know. Mark says, I'm highly critical with no filter. Yes, that's the Capricorn Aquarius, cusp of mystery and imagination. You can be difficult. And at times you're chaotic. Okay, that's known for the cusps of mystery and imagination. And if you can think of somebody in this birth date, how much you want to bet? I know somebody, and you're like, oh, and you're laughing right now, going, oh my God, that's hilarious. Okay, because it's true, because you know somebody. Okay, so now here I get to my Aquarius Pisces. Now I'm a Pisces moon, and a Pisces moon, by the way, makes me psychic because it's offsetting my Sag. Pisces moons are always psychic. Usually Pisces, even a sun sign can be a psychic. Because of the emotionality that's going on with the water signs. So, okay. But here we go. This is from the 215 to 221. So if you've got some type of birth date that's near there, you may have this energy. So you could have the 13th and you have this energy. You could have the 23rd and still have this energy. Okay. But it's the cusp of sensitivity. Now, remember I told you a water sign is just emotional, and okay. They're passionate and creative. Feel the weight of the world. Oh, I can't believe it. They're very much into humanitarian efforts. Usually that's a social justice. They're very much, that's something else that they're into, social justice. Okay. Very spiritual. Here, I just said that, very spiritual, because Pisces just are. Okay. A little offbeat. Little different. You're just a little different somehow than I want to say you think outside of the box a bit. Okay. All right. Lillian says, absolutely, 100%. Guadalupe, you say you're an aqua pie. Oh, that's a good one.
An aqua pie.
Aqua pie. I'm going to write that down. That's a good one. Aqua pie. Like a Pisces aqua. That's a good one. Thank you. Aqua pie. Aqua pie. Good. That's a good idea. Thank you. Your mind's in the clouds, and you're probably an empath, because you're very empathic. You have ability for, you have a social justice. You have a very fine-tuned thought of social justice, wanting social justice, needing things to be fair and honest for everyone. It's kind of like that. Okay. Oh yes, can you do a aqua pie reading for 2021? It's coming on YouTube. I'm going to do a tarot reading for you guys coming up here really this month, because it's going to be going into, I'm always a month ahead. So I'm going to be doing that. So don't worry. But if you want a personal one where it's just completely personal, just call me, janetsky.com.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
that's it.
Because I do both. And when I do my readings, I'm a medium. So I talk to your family members, and I will pull names. I'm usually good at pulling names, depending on the weather too, though. Though if it's cloudy, rainy, or snowy, I read much better. I hear better. I don't know why. It's something to do with, I don't know, electrons in the air, conduction of water, or whatever. So here we go. Back to Pisces, aqua pie. I like that. You are highly intellectual. You value your intelligence. Okay. And Pisces are very intelligent, by the way. Now here's your negativity. All right. You're usually depressed because you see the world sucks. because you have social justice. You want social justice for everybody. You want things to always be fair, and it upsets you when it's not. Okay.
Huh.
You can be unfocused and you're all over the place a little bit sometimes because you've got all this other things going on, and you're also an empath. So you're probably taking in energy from somebody. And so you're like, so you kind of lose it because you're like one of these people that needs to go outside and meditate on the ground because the ground absorbs negative energy. Yeah. You can be insecure. Okay. Because you're so emotional. You're just an emotional. Right now, in the way the zodiac is, I'm very emotional, and I'm a Pisces moon. So, kind of take a look at a chart, or take a look at what planets are so that in place, so that you know what's going on with you. Okay, you can be detached because you're an empath, because everything hurts you so much. One of these people that, you're detached. You just, I would rather feel nothing than feel hurt all the time. So you become detached. Okay. You got to learn. That's something you got to learn. That's something nobody can help you with. Okay. And then you isolate yourself. Like I said, like you don't like to go in crowds because you're an empath, and it's automatically an empath. And that's usually what my Pisces are. Okay. All right. That I am, my vision come true, go really fast. Hi, Felicia. I'm really unfocused right now. Yep. Oh, Guadalupe says you are reading me like a book. Good. I'm glad, because this is all true. If anybody doesn't think this is, if you've been following me for a year and a half, keep following me, because I'm just basically repeating a lot of this stuff has been channeled to me. So, okay, from other people from the other side, because we are, by the way, the veil is thinning, and that's why people are in an awakening, by the way. Anyway, now 4. Okay, here we go. Pisces, Aries. That's the cusp of rebirth. That's March 17th to the 23rd. So if you've got a birthday, maybe it's the 15th or the 25th, you may have that energy anyway. Mm-hmm. Okay. You're a dreamer. You're kind of like, because it's a Pisces. Pisces are dreamers. But you're a go-getter because you have a fire sign in there. You are a go-getter. You have empathy, and you're probably an intuitive because of the Pisces. See how this is playing? Okay. You're always raring to go. Now, my granddaughter was 7 months old, who is just a plain Aries. Well, she's almost cusp. But anyway, she can't sit. You can see it already. She's only 7, and she just can't sit. She's sitting there all the whole time, moving. It's a fire thing. It's a fire sign thing, and I get it because I'm a fire sign. Can't sit. It's just
I can. I'm a water sign.
You're a water sign. You're much more emotional. Yeah, my husband's a water sign. I get you. That's why I guessed you right.
That's it.
Because I said to him, I said, "Are you a Cancer?" And he goes, "Yeah." I'm like, "Yeah, I can tell." Now, smart, fun, and quirky. You're probably quirky because remember, you're both a water and a fire sign. So your water is putting out your fire sign a little bit. Sure. And so it's like, here we go again, dichotomy. You got two things going on at once. Okay. Very creative, because that's part of Pisces. Pisces are very creative people. New ways of looking and doing things. You're an innovator. You may be an inventor. You may be an engineer. You may be something of that nature, but you see things, they see a bigger picture and go, well, why don't you do it this way? And then, oh, I didn't know that. That's awesome. It's thinking out of the box again. It has to do with Pisces. Huh. Okay. All right.
Wonderful.
I'm dating a Pisces Aries cusp. I'm a Sag Capricorn cusp. Oh, that's interesting, Felicia. How is that going for you? Yeah, actually, you know what? That actually might not be a bad, because you've got a water and a fire and an earth. That might not be that bad. Try to see how that goes for you, because that, zodiac wise. Okay. Now here's your negative things. Now, Pisces, Aries. So just don't be offended when I say these things. You may be really impulsive, and you have a hard time controlling your impulses. Okay. You may be immature, that you need to grow up a little bit, and you just, but it can be youthful too. But so It's not always negative, and you might be selfish and stubborn. Okay. So, and you can be loud. All right. Now, and see, my granddaughter is, well,
hey, Mel B. How are you?
I'm loud, so I admit it, but she's really loud. It's an Aries thing. So, and I understand it's a fire sign. I get it. Okay. So now Lillian, you're March 15. So that makes you pretty much close to a cusp. I would call you a cusp. And that makes you a Pisces Aries. I'm hopefully I'm subscribing, describing you.
Right.
My braces are in the way.
And welcome into the show. If you're just getting here, remember in about 10 minutes, 15 minutes, you can ask a question, say hey, hi, make a comment on Facebook.
Yes, and I'm gonna pick a winner.
Yep.
I'm gonna pick a free reader.
Yep.
Something for a free reading. So if you get in here and just comment to me, then I know you're here because I can't pick you out of the. I know I've got a couple thousand people watching, but comment to me and I will pick a free person.
And 1.9 million listening.
Yeah, listening. Yeah.
And feel free to ask a question. It's okay.
In about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Think of something if you want to. If you want Lana to give you a quick answer. If not, you're a little bit shy. Visit her at www.enchantedskye.com.
And that is a completely different reading because that's mediumship. I'm a medium. So okay. I can't do mediumship. Well, sometimes
money back guaranteed.
Yeah. Well, limited
money back.
Remember we talked about this and I will be discussing why, because people don't like what I have to say sometimes and then want their money back because I'm telling the truth. And so I'm at a point where I might be limiting that money back guarantee. So I've had one person recently do that to me and they just didn't like what I had to say. Yeah. And I'm just being honest. Remember, I'm blunt. I'm not mean, but I will say exactly what is going on. So anyway, so now Taurus, Gemini, cusp of energy. Okay. That's the May 17th to the 23rd. Okay. I love your cusp readings. I'm a Taurus in the Aries cusp. I'm getting to you. Taurus, I'm getting there. Oh, wait, you know what? I missed one. Oh, I got to back up a little bit. Aries, Taurus. Sorry. That's April 17th to the 23rd. I missed that one. Okay. Yeah. So Taurus is an earth sign. April 17th to the 23rd.
So 23rd.
So you're looking at maybe if you're at the 15th on to about the 25th on, that could be you. You can still you can be the 16th of April and be a cusp because you got to pick up that energy. Okay. So you're a firecracker. You're a firecracker because, remember you're the bull and you're stubborn, but you also have a lot of energy with you. And it seems like you're a very lucky person, sort of. It's kind of a fire sign thing, okay? You're a force to be reckoned with. You're a force to be reckoned with. Like you're charming and you can get what you want and you understand that innately, okay? So you're authoritative. You're in charge. You remember, this is a bull. I mean, think about a bull, how a bull would behave. Okay, it's kind of like that. You're like the king of the bulls or cows or of the field, I guess you could say. All right. You're resilient. You bounce back really well. And yes, Tauruses do that. You will bounce back. Like you could end up, like for instance, you could end up filing bankruptcy and in 5 years be a millionaire again. 3 years be a million. You just are resilient. It's like you get it. You get it, how to use energy and stuff. Okay. All right. Stephanie says you're describing me to a T. Awesome. Dedicated, goal-oriented. Yes, you have goals. I'm a Taurus North Node, so I get the Taurus thing. Oh. And Taurus thing is money. That it's the dollar bill. Not that it's that important. It just kind of like comes to you. Like it's like you understand how to manifest, I guess you could say. Okay. They give good advice. They are fatherly or motherly. Where they give good wise, they're very wise. Okay. Now your negativity. Now, what would you think a negative person in a Taurus or Aries situation would be? Take a guess. Guess one.
Being broke.
Nope.
Oh.
No, they're stubborn.
Oh.
They're very stubborn. They want their way. Obstinate. Okay. Can be a little belligerent. Okay. They can, and these are negative things that you try not to do, but you can't help it. You can be a little narrow-minded because you see what you need to do and you go after that and you don't see sometimes the broader picture. So that's a couple of the negative things that you have to work on. And these are negative things. I mean, everybody's got them. I mean, nobody's faultless. So all the good things, but then you can have these bad things too. So you just kind of work on them. like me and my short temper.
There
I
you
work
go.
on my short temper, you know. So, all right. So now we're going to get to the Taurus Gemini. All right. Wait, I'm reading some comments. Mark says a cusp of power I know keeps me with the Google eyes, and my presence makes the blush with no effort from me. October has been interesting. Venus has been in its way with Mars emotionally. Yes, it has been. Mark, he must be a follower. That we've got Venus, like Venus is really making people emotional right now. It's you're right.
It is a very emotional song
It's
too.
yes.
Venus.
Yeah.
I'm not a singer.
Yeah. Yeah, I actually do sing. But anyway,
Uh,
but I'm a theater minor. But if anybody doesn't know that, but that's kind of why I'm okay in front of a camera. So anyway, this is my first time here, and you are very good. Thank you, Mark.
She's
That was
awesome.
nice. Thank you.
She's
Okay,
awesome.
you embarrassed me like I blushed. Okay, so Taurus Gemini, we got to see him blush.
Ha,
I'm not, you know what, honestly,
giddy
I'm not,
like a schoolgirl. It's
I,
wonderful.
I'm not used to being complimented. I'm used to being on Facebook where everybody rips you apart. I'm going to be honest with you because I know this is on Facebook right now, but you know exactly what I'm talking about. Everybody knows. Okay, so anyway, Taurus Gemini, cusp of energy was what I was talking about before, and I got to it. So Taurus Gemini. Now I like my Geminis because I have a couple of friends that are Gemini. Now they're youthful, social, they have lots of vitality. They're just they make friends easily. And this is true of my Geminis. That's why I have to kind of chuckle because I know a couple Geminis and I think of one of my friends who's a main person in my life.
Taurus Gemini.
This is a Taurus Gemini. Okay. So that is the 17th to the 23rd of May. So if you're the 16th, 15th, or if you're the 24th, 25th, you still have this energy.
Kind of right in there.
Okay. All right. You're very genuine. What you say, you mean. You don't give false compliments. That's something that I don't do. That's part of being maybe Taurus North Node. Taurus North Node is what you're working on in this lifetime. Yeah. And mine's how to balance spirituality and money. And that's literally what a North Node of Taurus is, which is what I'm doing right now. So, okay, you're very intuitive. Now, here's some interesting things. You're methodical. Now, it's not in a bad way. You're one of these, you're like a planner because I know I'm like this. I will plan. You ask me 5 years from now where I'm going to be, I'll tell you. It's like I have a mental plan in my head where I'm going with things. Okay. So you're quick on your feet. Like, man, you better make a decision. Make it now. Okay. I did it. Yeah, let's go. It's from being an air sign. Air signs are like that. They're very good communicators. They're quick on their feet. You think about air. There's a reason why they say earth sign, air sign, because it's like that. Okay. So that you understand. You should do some North Node readings. That would be cool. Thank you for you know what? Write that down for me, please.
North Node readings.
North Node anything. You guys are helping me. Seriously. Okay. Christopher, I'm getting to the Scorpio Sag. Okay. All right. Now you're communicative. I already said that. You're patient and you're charming. I remember I told you were charming. So if you are the 27th to the 23rd of May, or I mean the 17th to the 23rd of May, sorry, you are the cusp of energy. You are a breath of fresh air. That's literally what they're talking about. Okay. Now, here's the negative qualities though, and you have to be careful for these. Now, you can be hedonistic. Now, if you don't know that, you're very, I don't know how is a nice way to explain for people who don't know what hedonistic is.
Don't always look on the bright side of things. Is that too simple?
Yeah, that's probably too simple. I want maybe materialistic in a way. Yeah. Like I could say that. If you don't understand what I'm saying, it's hard to explain that. Without like getting into really like deep. Yeah. But you are out for a good time though too. Yeah. Yeah. Too much out for a good time. So to an extreme.
Yeah. Really almost kind of things that make you feel good.
If I had to, if I had to explain that, I'd say that was the devil card. The devil card is what are you chained to? What's the monkey on your back? So, okay. So, you're an inability to let others talk. Because you want your way,
or you're engaged in the pursuit of pleasure.
Yes.
Right.
Thank you. Thank you. Engaged in the pursuit of pleasure. That's hedonistic. Okay. Thank you. I get help from my
Producer.
my
Sometimes
producer.
you
So,
have to,
inability to let others talk. You want your way so bad that you're going to sit there and talk and talk and talk and not let anybody get a word in. That can be one of your faults. So you have to watch that. Okay. I can get like that. And my thing is I don't not want to listen to you, but my thoughts, especially when I'm channeling, they'll give me a thought. And if I don't say it right then and there, they'll give me another thought and then, or another thing or another message. And I'm trying to get it to you as fast as I can. So if I'm reading for you and I talk really fast like that, that's why. I'm not trying to be rude. I really value what you guys think. So, okay. You have a tendency to self-blame yourself for everything. Like, I'm blaming myself for when I was 5 and somebody spanked me because I'm a bad person, and you're very self-blaming. You take everything on yourself. Like, it's always my fault. It's me. And I'm not saying you're just overly critical of yourself. Yeah. Okay. You can dominate a conversation big time. And I've already told you that. You have to be careful not to dominate the conversation. It's not that you're not a go-getter. It's not that you don't have the right energy. You just have to remember to listen to other people too. Okay. Yeah. And you can be a bully. You have to be very careful not to be a bully. Okay. Now that was 6. So I will get to the rest of the other 6 because I'm running out of time. So everybody keep listening, because I've got 6 more cusps, and the really good ones are coming, because I got like the cusp. I got some really good ones coming.
Well, if you
I got the cup of oscillation and the cup of drama and criticism. Yeah. So okay. So now I've got about 10 minutes or so. Anybody wants to ask me a question, one question, and get it in here.
Yeah.
Start asking me questions. One single question. A real simple answer is best. If you go, right, well, what about my life in the future? I mean, come on, you guys. Or say, well, will I be changing jobs? Yes, you are changing jobs. See how I do that? Right. And if you want the details, we call.
Yeah, you can call right here. It's a 800 number.
Nope, I got rid of that number. Call the 322-7070.
322.
You got that on there at the bottom,
7070.
Right? Or enchantedsky.com. My number's on there too. Yep. I had to get rid of it. The GoDaddy was giving me a hassle, and it wouldn't renew itself. Interesting. And while I'm talking about this, I want you guys, if you get a chance,
plug away.
This is a very good friend of mine, and I actually interviewed her, and she makes jewelry. Now, this is in copper, and this is a piece of turquoise, and it's infinite soulvibrations.com. And we're digging this stuff out of the ground. This is stuff we've actually found. Now, I could tell you a story. Remember I said I was going to go and dig for diamonds? Yeah. And somebody told me, I had one of my psychic friends, all my friends are psychic, saying, you're going to hit it big. There's money coming. And so I kept thinking, oh, and then now and I didn't end up going because of COVID and stuff. So then, like, was it last week or the week before? Somebody found a 4.49 diamond at the crater of diamonds in Arkansas. And I'm like, that was my diamond. That was my diamond. I know it. So, but she makes her own stuff, and it's extremely high quality. And it's infinite soul vibrations, and just like it sounds, infinite soul vibrations. And she, like we said, we dig the stones out of the ground. So every single one can be even made for you. And you can also do it in silver. But I wear all her jewelry. I wear it a lot because some of the stuff I've come up with, well, why don't we do this? So I'm kind of helping her. So she helps me, I help her, it's a friendship, So anyway, so now let's get back into what do we got for some questions here. That was that. Lillian, do you see me working in the near future? Part-time, 3 to 4 months, Lillian. Okay. See how easy that goes, you guys? Okay. Forlorn hope, the future for you have to be more specific, dear. Okay. You have to be, so it's easier that way for me. What does the South Node represent? It's the opposite pole. Good question, Stephanie. It's the opposite pole. So what you're working on and what things are in your way a little bit. I'm going to go into that, but that's a good idea. I should do a North Node reading.
Ooh, yeah.
That's like
I
she
wrote
said,
that down.
that's north-south node. It's kind of like what pulls you away. It's like my north node, my south node said Scorpio. So they're opposites. So it's
I
what
don't.
pulls you away, sort
That
of.
could be a whole show because
Yes,
I don't know what a north node
no,
is.
see what I'm saying? I can go on for years
Yeah.
on this because I'm also looking for a Beast of Bray Road researcher, somebody who's had recently 3 different sightings of the it's like a werewolf.
Yeah.
But here where I live, see, everybody has to understand I live in a place. I was just telling him that I live in Wisconsin in almost like a triad of paranormal activity.
Mhm.
That's really super heavy, very high amounts of psychics also. So there's a reason why I live where I live, even though it's cold and it's gray and I want to die in January, February, but still. All right. So let's go back to this. Hey, you think I will ever remarry? And is Bill following me that he passed away? Sharon, if Bill has graying hair with like a little bit, it's kind of like fluffy, like it like that, but it's graying and it's medium brown. That's him. If that's him, yes, he's following you because that's one of your guides. Is somebody act? I think he's saying me, yes, it is me. I don't know who he is, but I can see him. So you'd have to call for like so I could really concentrate because it's hard for me because I'm flitting all over the place.
And there's a lot of people.
And there's a lot of people on here. So but you can call me and I think that if I described him right, then that is a person that's for you. Okay. It could be somebody else that's got following you too, but yes. Okay.
There you go.
Will you remarry? I don't think you'll remarry. I think you'll have a permanent relationship, but I don't think you can get married again. There you go.
Mel B says, I have a Leo North Node in the 7th house.
Oh, okay.
And then asks, what is my future in terms of my love life? Mel B.
I feel like there's somebody coming back from your past. There's somebody from the past coming in that it's a former relationship, somebody that will be a very much, Mel, very much an option for you. Now, here's the thing when it comes to relationships that you guys understand. It takes 2 to tango. It takes 2 to tango. Now, and it's free will. Now, I can say, you're going to get married and run away. But if you decide, this is a free will and I no longer want that, then that what I say is not accurate. Now, is the possibility there? Yes. But I do feel like somebody's coming back to you from your past.
From
a former relationship or somebody you've known from the past.
Okay, so not necessarily an old lover.
Not necessarily somebody from your past. I just don't understand that. It could even be from somebody from high school that you knew. I don't know, but it's somebody from your past. Okay? And it's a very viable, good relationship. It matches you well.
Oh, right.
Okay? All right? So, all right. Will I marry well off and happy? Am I close to being a celebrity? Felicia, I feel like you do have some celebrity status of some sort. What are you doing? Are you a YouTuber? I feel like there's something that you are on the right track with something. Yes, I do feel that. Wow. Yeah, very much so with her. Yeah, because it's part of your chart. Sometimes you guys you're allowing me to look at your chart right now, by the way.
And if you are a YouTuber, we're always looking for great shows here.
Yes, you are. Yes, we are. Will I marry well off? No, you will marry very average. It won't be rich. It won't be poor, but you'll be married for love. It's not money. It's love.
And you'll be happy.
And somebody will be supportive of you because you need that. You lack self-confidence a little bit. And if this person will give you what you need big time. That he's out there, but it's a couple of years away, by the way. Okay. Christopher, will I find a love interest anytime soon? What do you mean by soon? I say 4 to 6 months that there's a love interest. I don't know. I don't feel like it's going to be one that'll be like 20 years married or something. It'll be one of these that could be maybe a year or 2 relationship and then stay friends. But I don't think that it's a long, like we're going to get married and be married 30 years. It's not like that. This is more of a soulmate type of connection. And by the way, when I say soulmate, a soulmate can be your enemy. The person that I'm being pushed forward to do all this stuff because I've got somebody at work that just backstabbed me bad. And I say, you know what? She's a soulmate. Because if she hadn't done that to me, I wouldn't have been pushed forward. So that's how you have to view it. Okay. Let's see. Do I stay with the Cancer or run off with the cusp of power? Or the third option being a Capricorn Cancer power sandwich. Okay. Don't blame me.
Power sandwich. Hey.
Mark is hilarious. I gotta talk to, you know what? He's hilarious. He's the first time he's here. I love it. I want to say the
Go
second
for the
or
power
the third,
sandwich.
the second or the third is your definite choice. And I just love his vocabulary. I love it. I love it. Yeah, I have to interview you. You have to give me a call. Yeah, the second or the third one is viable. The first one I think you're a little bored with. I don't know why I say that. I just do. Okay.
Jen asked.
Do you see anyone in spirit hanging around? Yes, they look like you. Jen, they have dark hair and it's long. It's straighter though. You've got a little bit of wave to your hair. Are people in your house, in your family got straight? Because this is long and straight and real thick and shiny hair. Notice that everybody's got something as a psychic or a medium that they look at. I always look at hair. I don't know why. Even when I'm when I have students at school, I sometimes because I've got 750 kids, I'll mix them up, and because their hair looks the same. Like if they have long brown hair, I'll be like, oh, sorry. To me, yeah, that because I look at your hair. So that's just why I always say that first. And I think, Jen, that person also has dark eyes. So then I look at the eyes, and then I look at the hair and the eyes, and I look at the skin color. Then I see how tall. And that's how I do it. So, okay. Where are we? Oh, you are right. Mark says you are right. Thank you. I like it. Thank you. When I'm right, please. Hey, I'm a human too. I need to have a little encouragement myself.
Yeah, I find you right more than wrong.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, we only got to take a couple more because it's almost time to go.
Yep,
Should I continue to pursue a career in singing and acting? Yes, but you need to be on the ground. There's a chance where you can use your talents doing something, making quite a bit of money, but it's not singing and acting. It's something a little more grounded than that. I want to look like film, something to do with film. I don't know if it's producing. You have another talent you haven't seen yet. You have another talent that has to do with all of it. So you need to find it. Okay. So let's see. Go to my next one. I am a healer. Okay. What is poses? Pisces, and I am a healer. Kate. Oh, it's Kate. Hi, Kate. I've been she had won a free reading and she's in Ireland and we couldn't get together. Kate, listen to me. Give me your email, send me your email on enchantedsky.com. I've been doing these readings through Google Meet and it's working really well. I called Australia yesterday and they went right through. So call me because you're in Ireland.
Mel B says, I spent a lot of time thinking about your answer or your response. LOL.
Oh, good. Okay. Hey, you know what? It doesn't come from me. And you notice this platform fits my personality because I'm very quick moving because I'm Sagittarius. So I thrive off this stuff. Yeah, and you have to remember, I also teach 750 kids a week. So people were like, how do you do that? I said, not a lot of people can do my job. I mean, and they went through like 5 art teachers. They couldn't find anybody to do it. And I walked right in and had no trouble. So it's just me. Okay. Mel. So I'm going back and forth. So, okay. Yeah. When will I be about to meet my potential partner?
That's Mel.
It'll be a while. You're going to date a few times. You're going to have 3 or 4 more dates, casual people, but about 2 years, and you will settle down with them, Mel. Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah. Joe Biden is officially president-elect. He is officially the president-elect. Okay. She just told us.
Okay.
Okay. Congratulations. And I predicted that, by the right. I'm not bragging. It's not me. They're telling me what to say. Okay. So you guys understand. Okay. All right. Will I finish school in December or January? Jackie, you're going to have some type of problem a little bit, but you'll take care of it by February. I don't know what that means. There's something that's like, I don't know if it's paperwork or there's a test to take. There's something and you're waiting until February. Okay.
284 to 214.
I've been single 15 years. Will I meet okay, Stephanie, first of all, you like kind of being alone in a way. Not that you're a little lonely. I know you are because of COVID, but you kind of enjoy your own space and running your own life. Oh. So I'm going to tell you that yes, if you do get into a relationship, you'll still need your space. Is there someone coming? There's potentially somebody coming, but down the road a ways. And I want to say it's more than a year. Okay. Anything about the Sag in my life? That's too general of a question. You have to be real specific, because I could go on for half an hour for that with that, and I can't because I got so many people. Okay, so CB, ask me a little more specific. Okay, I personally want to marry well, but I guess love is more important. Oh yeah, she's just making a comment that they said. What profession should I follow? Bane, the Bane. I feel like you're very are you mathematical or very organized? I feel like it's something like that. I feel like you're like that. Like, some people don't have that gift, but I feel like you can like whip things out of your head. Like I don't know if it's numbers or you just, I don't know. I feel like you're almost like an engineer type something. Okay. All right. And I hate to tell you guys, I've got so many questions. You're going to have to come back next week because I'm out of time.
Or reach out to her this week at www.enchantedSky.com. Also, come back about 4 o'clock here at 21.6 The Net for Teachable Soul,
Yep.
which is on. And then tomorrow morning, Changing Perceptions. Lisa's Changing Perceptions at 9 a.m.
Yep.
And then Sunday evening at 7, you've got myself doing It's Your Move. So please stick around, like us, follow us, ring the bell on Enchanted Sky out on YouTube. You've just been watching her. Subscribe, follow her, and ring the bell so that you get notified. Do it as well with 21.6.
Yeah, we're gonna be going live on one of these weeknights also on location to some haunted places. So
absolutely, it's gonna be fun.
Subscribe. Yeah, it'll be a lot of fun. So subscribe to me so you'll know when it's gonna happen, because we don't even know yet. Okay. Bye, guys.
Have a great week, everybody.
Oh, it doesn't want to.